We all know and love WordPress.org, the content management system that powers more than half the internet. But there's the other side, WordPress.com, a fully hosted, easier, and more streamlined version of beloved WordPress. Not that many people are talking about the .com version, yet it claims to be the best WordPress hosting. So I wanted to do a WordPress.com hosting review 2026 and answer one question. Is it a hidden WordPress hosting gem, or should you stick to the self-hosted CMS version? Now, before we jump in, if you're here looking for a WordPress.com hosting discount, don't worry. I've got the biggest WordPress.com coupon code in the description, or you can activate it by scanning the QR code on the screen. Deals change constantly, so act fast. We should start this WordPress.com hosting review by clarifying the differences between the two versions. WordPress.org is free software that runs on virtually any WordPress hosting provider. You download it yourself, buy hosting separately, install everything, manage updates, backup, security, and pretty much become your own website administrator. WordPress.com does all of that for you. Instead of buying hosting elsewhere, installing WordPress manually, and yada yada, everything is already built into a single dashboard. Honestly, that's the biggest selling point. At its core, it's the same as WordPress. The difference is whether you want to manage the technical side yourself or have it handled for you by a team of professionals. If your goal is to get a website online without becoming a part-time IT wizard, WordPress.com makes the entire process easy and painless. Okay, so let's expand this WordPress.com review 2026 since the setup here is probably one of the easiest I've used. Trust me, I still remember when you had to upload WordPress via FTP and go through the famous 5-minute setup. It definitely took more than 5 minutes, but here I can get the same thing done in just a few moments. You create an account, choose your website name, pick a design, answer a few questions about what you're building, and you're basically ready to start editing your site. If you're already using WordPress on another hosting provider, migrating over is relatively straightforward. And if one day you outgrow WordPress.com, you can export your content and move back to traditional WordPress hosting. If you're looking for those traditional best hosting for WordPress recommendations, I've left a few in the description. You're not restricted either. If you want to install popular plugins like Yoast or choose from thousands of WordPress extensions, you can absolutely do that, even on the $2.75 personal plan, while maintaining industry-leading security and excellent performance from the company that knows WordPress best. In everyday management, everything happens within the same dashboard. Everything is straightforward and simple to use, so all you need to do is focus on your content. That's actually the second biggest selling point of WordPress.com. It's really easy to create blog posts, pages, and articles. If you ever want to try blogging, this is one of the best places to start. And with a forever free plan, there are basically no downsides. And this leads us to talking about money. WordPress.com pricing is rather simple and affordable. There's the free, very limited plan I mentioned earlier, and then you have 4 main paid subscriptions. There are no hidden fees or weird pricing tricks. You can save more by choosing a longer billing period and, of course, by using my discount link in the description. That's kind of about it. They pack in quite a lot of value, including a free domain name, email marketing, and even free advertising credit. But there are some caveats you should know. First, WordPress.com plans are for a single website only. Second, storage space is rather limited with a maximum of 50 gigabytes. However, there's a trick. If you choose a 1-year billing period, you unlock the option to add extra storage, which is just kind of weird. Why limit it to only 1 year? The last thing to note is that video uploads are restricted to the premium plan and above. So if you're a content creator like me, keep that in mind. But overall, this is a very affordable way to host WordPress. One thing I have to give WordPress.com credit for is that the renewal rates are kind of funny compared to other providers. Trust me, when you've seen 5 times price increases after renewal, the overall affordability here is refreshing. Again, a very special discount link is in the description if you want to save while getting WordPress.com. But let's be fair, the main reason you would choose WordPress.com over WordPress.org is that it removes all the technical hassle. Look, I like messing around with code, plugins, and configurations. My job kind of gives that away, you know? And even I can say it can be a pain in the butt. Performance is one thing. You're not in control of every little detail like you would be with regular hosting or a VPS. You won't be able to shave off that last 0.01 second. But WordPress.com loads pretty fast, and trust me, most people come to your site for your content or your product, not for a lightning fast experience. You're not Amazon, you know? Security is another area where I appreciate WordPress.com. The truth is, malicious actors are getting more sophisticated every day, and I can't keep up with every new security plugin or best practice. WordPress.com takes care of most of your site's security for you. Now, that doesn't mean you lose control. You can still create custom security rules, like hiding your admin login page or limiting login attempts, but you don't have to worry about all of that from day one. If something does go wrong, customer support here is naturally more focused because they specifically work with WordPress. That means not only faster support, since you don't have to be redirected to Jonathan on the 4th floor, but often faster solutions too, because they deal with similar issues every day. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like these are some sort of superhumans with impossible speed. They're still people, so the quality can vary. So, to conclude my WordPress.com hosting review 2026, let's answer the question. Is WordPress.com worth it? Yes. However, it depends on how you like to work and what you need. If you're completely new to websites and just want something that works without spending days configuring security or performance, then yes. If you also want to focus only on content and need good budget-friendly hosting, then yes again. But to be fair, if you're already comfortable managing websites or you're not afraid to learn, it's really hard to beat the freedom of the .org version combined with any of my best web hosting for WordPress recommendations. Neither option is objectively better. They're simply built for different people. So, what kind of WordPress user are you? All right, so thanks for watching. If this WordPress.com hosting review helped you out, leave a like, subscribe if you want another WordPress.com review or an extended WordPress comparison, and let me know in the comments. Would you choose WordPress.com or would you still go with WordPress.org and manage everything yourself? Again, the discount link is in the description. Go grab it and I'll see you next time. Peace.